All right, you lot. Hello. Right, can you guys hear me? Now I've muted you all so we don't all talk over each other. But if you can give me a big thumbs up just to let me know that you guys can hear me, because that's quite important. Good, thumbs up, thumbs up. Mia, thumbs up. Holly, thumbs up. Willow, good. Faye and Duffy are connecting. So let's just give those guys a second to come in. Fantastic. Let me just unmute you all. So I'm now going to unmute you guys so you can hear me. And I can hear you. You all ready for this? You're allowed to talk now. I've unmuted you all, don't worry. Good. So we're just waiting. I'm just looking here. There's a few people still trying to join in. So we'll just give those guys a second. Now, if you guys have a look at your pictures, have a look at me. See how I'm nice and square? My eyes are kind of up here. Can you guys move your cameras around a little bit just so I can see you guys a bit better? Or move a bit closer or something. Yeah. I love seeing the roofs of your houses, but it's... let me just see where these other guys are. Faye. Right, Faye, I can't see you. I don't know if you can hear me. So, Faye, if you can hear me... no, let me see. I'm gonna just chat with you guys. Hold on, you lot. I'm just getting a few other people sorted out. You guys are all good if you can all see me. Video not rolling. Why, Brainy, did you just switch your video off for some reason by accident? Give me a thumbs up if you did. Alright, I think you might have just clicked something because I lost you there for a second. That's alright. Now, I hear some of you guys might be... Let me have a look. Yeah, apparently there's a bit of a storm around in a few places. Don't worry too much if you're dropping in and out a little bit. That's all good. It happens sometimes. So we'll wait a few minutes. We're not in a panic. Right. Okay. So let me just say, Faye and Duffy, guys, if you can hear me at least, I know you might be struggling with video, but if you can hear me, just send me a quick message if you know how to do that, just so I know that you can at least hear me, and we can start. Gonna try and get you guys in. Faye, you can hear me. Thumbs up, nice. At least that's good. So worst case scenario, guys. If your video isn't connecting too well, if you can at least hear me, that will be something, so it will. We can start on and we can go from there. Oh, can't see you! Put your head down. There you go. Good. Right, now listen. So a couple of little rules, you lot. Most of you are muted, some of you are not, and that's fine. We don't mind having a bit of a chat, but we do need to kind of try and just listen up a little bit, okay? Just to be sure that we get everything. And don't worry if you drop out and I lose you. Just try and connect back in. Apparently there's lots of storms going on. and where the connection isn't so great. So just bear with it, and I'm sure the internet will come good at the end, so don't worry. The other thing to remember just quickly is if for some reason my internet drops out and we all go away, don't worry, I will start it up again and we'll reconnect, okay? So just bear with it. Thank you, Miles, for your thumbs up. That's always good to have. Best as well, just to keep listening ears open, so we're good to go. Right. The easiest way for you guys, if I ask you a question, if all of our audio isn't on, and I ask you a question, and you need to give me a yes or a no, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Okay. Everybody get that? Are you not sure if you got that, Willow? So thumbs up is yes. Thumbs down is no, I can't hear you, or something like that, okay? So, first job, are we ready? We're going to go and get our packs. So go get your packs. If you haven't got them all in front of you, you should have one of these ones, which is like a big square one. And then there's another one like this. Okay? So open up the big heavy one. And you'll see we've got lots of these. Loads of lollipop sticks, okay? Leave them in their little packs. You see how they're wrapped up? Leave them in there because it just holds them neatly together. Right, have a look in the other bag. And you're going to have two things in here. One, you're going to have one of these, which is a bag of glue. You all got one of them? Hold it up for me. Nice, good. I know some of you are sharing some glue. That's cool. And then the other thing you're going to have is one of these. You all got one of these? Now, some of you, I know some of you guys, and especially this is for everyone who's going to be listening to this after in our pre-recorded video. Some of you guys who got your own sticks, you won't have one of these, okay? Pre-made. So I made one of these for you guys just to give you an idea of what we're making. But there will be some people who will be watching this after who can't join the live video who don't have one of these. So don't worry, you guys. I will explain what this is as we go. Right, so what are we doing? The most important question. Well, we are going to take all of these, okay, and we're going to turn them into this. Okay, one of these. Okay, so we're going to be making a big bridge. Now this is called a truss bridge, okay? And it looks complicated. Don't worry, I promise you we'll get through this. All right, so this is called a truss bridge, and we will all be making one of these. We'll be going through it step by step, and these are super strong. If I hold it like this, and I can hold it like this, and I can bang it on my hand like this, and it's not going to go anywhere. And we'll be making something just like this. It might not turn out exactly like this, but it's going to be a bit like this. Now, if you have a look at it, you'll see, if you think about it, it's just made up of lots of triangles, okay? So what we're going to be doing is making lots of triangles. I'm going to put this down for a minute. And the reason we're going to be doing this is because triangles are super, super strong. And you find triangles all over the place. So, I mean, you can find triangles in buildings, in art, everywhere. Now, I'm not going to go into a big school thing because I'm sure you've learned lots of things about triangles in school. But I'm going to show you a few images just so you can see about triangles and where the sorts of places you can find triangles. So this one is a very famous building. I don't know if you know it. Any of you guys know what this is? Thumbs up. Good, very good. This is the Louvre in Paris. Okay, it's a museum and it's made of glass. So we also have, this is another building. And this one is, if you can see the triangles, it's all made up of little triangles. Not little triangles, they're very big, but this is the Bank of China. And then you also have buildings or art. So here's some artwork and lots of triangles. So all around us, there are lots and lots of different places that you can see triangles. And some are more famous than others. I'm sure you guys will know this one. Yeah, the pyramids of Giza. Now these, if you look at them, are all triangles. So around us there are lots and lots of triangles, and especially in what we're making, which are bridges. So here's a truss bridge, and if you have a look at it, made of lots of triangles. And so that is what we're going to be doing. I'm just going to give you one more, and here's another one, okay? So lots and lots of triangles all around us all the time. So, as I said earlier, what we're going to be doing is making triangles, and it all starts with this one. So, for those of you who have this one, let's have a look at it. Okay, so we're going to have a look at how it's made. So if we look at the bottom, this piece down at the bottom, the long, yeah, you'll see that there are two triangles sandwiched in between two flat ones at the bottom. Can you see that? Everybody see that? And then the same, if you follow the triangle up to the top, you'll see the same happens again. The two sticks at the end are sandwiched between two more sticks. Okay? Now this is what we're going to be making. Okay? So we're going to be making lots of these. So for today's session, okay, we're going to be concentrating purely on making these triangles. Now, the important thing to do with this is to take your time. Okay? It's really important you take your time. There is no panic, because even though we're only going to be here for about an hour, you guys can spend some more time later on making these. So if all we do in this session is just understand how to build one of these, we'll have done super well, okay? Thumbs up? Brilliant. Now, this is also why we have our clothes pegs. Have you all got some clothes pegs? Thumbs up? Beautiful. Now, the reason we have our clothes pegs is because when we start to glue things, we're going to be using the clothes pegs to hold things together like that, okay? So if I put this up nice and close, when we get our glue going and our sandwich going, we'll be using the clothes pegs to hold things together. Now, I'm going to switch over my camera, guys, okay? So you guys can stay, don't worry about moving or anything. I'm going to go over there. So hopefully you'll be able to see, you'll see a little bit better, and I can show you things a little bit better. Now, I'm up here in the top corner. Hello. Right, so we're going to stay on this camera for quite a while. Right, now, have a look. I'm going to hold this up nice and close to this one. Ooh, bit of focus. So you can see there's two on the outside and one in the middle. The clothes pegs, when the glue is wet, we're going to use to hold those tightly together. So if you want to get your clothes pegs, and on this one that I've made and I've sent you, just pop some clothes pegs on. We're going to need 3 clothes pegs so you get an idea of what it's going to look like. Okay, so this is what we're after. Right, everybody got it? If anybody doesn't understand, just give me a thumbs down and then I will be able to go through it again. Everybody good? Thumbs up? Right, should we try building one? Wonderful, right. So, let's put that one down in front of us just so we can have it nice and close so we can see it. In one of your bags, guys, that I sent you, open up the bag and just put it in front of you like this, so one of the empty bags. And then I want you to get your glue bag. Now, this glue is going to last us for the whole week, okay? I know, crazy. So, in order for this to last us for the whole week, what I don't want you to do is open the top of the bag. See this? See where it's sealed at the top? We're not going to open that. I want you to find one of the bottom corners. And we're going to squeeze it. We're going to squeeze it until it disappears for a moment. And then we're going to just cut the end off it. So if you guys if you don't have a scissors, if you have a scissors, what I want you to do is just cut a tiny, tiny, tiny little piece off the end of it. If you don't have a scissors, don't worry about it. You can just pull it so the bag rips a little bit. And we're doing this. If you need to call a big person to come and help you do this, feel free to call a big person. We're doing this so we can turn this into like a piping bag. So when we squeeze it now, a small amount of glue will come out. Okay? You gonna try that? So if you need a little bit of help from mums or dads or whoever is there, just shout them. Good. Everybody got a little bit of glue? Now, the reason we do this is we can then fold this corner over a little bit, and it means that the glue, we can keep it for tomorrow, okay? So this is all about just saving some of the glue. So get a little bit of glue out on your pages. Now, you won't need much, team, okay? These, believe it or not, these bridges take very little glue in order to make them stick. So don't squeeze out too much. If you have a look at Alan's, that's me by the way. I have about a 50p piece worth, or a 50-cent piece, maybe a little bit bigger. Okay, there you go. That'll do. That's good, Willow. That'll do. Fantastic. Right, you ready? First job, we're going to take, or next job, I should say. We're going to take one of our packs. And we're going to gently just rip off the cardboard. Be careful now, they're going to go everywhere. And just pop them down beside you so you have them handy. Right. So, what we're going to do is get 4 sticks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody got 4? Thumbs ups. Nice. Now you're going to follow me, and we're going to, before we stick anything, we're going to build the basic setup. Now I'm going to switch mine over onto a white card, just so you guys can see it a little bit better, okay? So I'm just going to do it on my white card. So we're going to take one stick and just put it straight down, horizontally, across like this. Okay? We're not putting any glue on this at the moment. Okay, because we're just going to lay it out so we can see what it looks like. We're going to put another one just on top like that. Did your sticks go everywhere, Willow? Don't worry, that happens. Right, then we're going to get another stick. Now this time we're going to go from the bottom left-hand corner, the bottom left-hand stick, and we're going to go from there up. Okay, don't worry about exactly where it lands at the moment. Then we're going to do the same with another one from the bottom right-hand corner, and we're going to put that up. Now, if you put a finger on the bottom, that very first one, this one here, it holds it in place. And then what I want you to do is I just want you to move them around a little bit so we make a nice triangle, okay? So you see up here in this corner where it's not quite matching the stick. I'm not too worried about that at the moment. So don't worry about that. All I'm worried about is this section down here. Now we're going to be taking some time to do this, because once we crack this one, this is the hardest thing of the whole lot. Once we can make one of these, then we can make all the rest of them that we need. Then the next thing we're going to do is get one more stick. Yeah? And this one will go on top of these two elements of the triangle like that. So it's going to go straight on top of this one. So we're going to make that sandwich. Remember we talked about the sandwich? So it's going to go straight on top like that. Everyone got one of them? I'm going to hold mine up so you can see it a little bit closer. Yeah? Thumbs up if everybody's got that. Beautiful. Super job. Right, so this is what we're going to try and do now, but this time we're going to take it apart. So take it all apart again, nice and slowly. This time we're going to add the glue, okay? So, start with your bottom stick. Everybody with me? Give me a big thumbs up if you're still with me. Beautiful job, team. Now, we're going to take one of our sticks, any stick at all. This is going to become your glue stick. Okay, so from now on, we're just going to use any one stick. If you have a look at them, I'm going to have a look at one of mine. I've got a bit of a bad one there. It's got a little piece of a chip off the end of it. So rather than using it for anything else, we're going to use this as our glue stick. Now, all I'm going to do is dip it in my glue, but I'm going to show this nice and close. Really am going to use a small little piece, okay? Small little piece. And then down in the bottom stick on the left hand side, I'm just going to put a little dollop like that. Now I'm going to lift this up to show you guys. We really don't need lots. Okay? Then we're going to do the same on the other side. Put a little dollop. Okay? Now the reason we're using wet glue, so this PVA glue, we could use hot glue. I'm sure some of you guys at school have seen hot glue with hot glue guns. But this glue is really, really good because it soaks into the wood. Hot glue stays on the surface, whereas this glue, so it takes longer to dry, but it will make our finished structure much, much stronger. So, good. Little bit of glue on each side. We're going to get one of our other sticks. Good. And remember, we're going for our angles. So on top, get a finger so you can hold this bottom stick down like I'm doing. Then we're going to just guess the angle first. Yeah, then we're going to get our second stick in. And we're going to put it down again just right there. So make sure the corners are touching the corners perfectly. And then all we're going to do is make sure that at the top here, they're touching each other at the just right beside each other, about at the same height. Okay? So we're making that beautiful pyramid shape. Okay? Now, what we're going to do while we're working this glue, obviously, because it doesn't dry really, really quickly, don't worry if things start to move around a bit. We have loads of time to be able to sort that out. Right, you ready? Back to your glue stick. Little bit more glue. And then on top of that first stick we put in, we're going to put some more glue to make our sandwich. So on this stick right here, so the one that's going up that way, it's going up at an angle, we're going to put some glue. And then the same on the other side. Remembering, team, we're not going too crazy. A small little dollop is absolutely perfect, okay? Then we're going to get one more of our sticks. Nice new clean straight stick. And this one, going to go right across those two to make the sandwich, okay? Now, you don't have to push it down hard. I know you're going to be tempted to want to push it down really, really hard. But if you've used too much glue and you push it down hard, it will start to wobble all over the place. And we don't want wobbly. So if you want to, very gently, get 2 fingers, one on each side, and just give it a very gentle push down. Now, what might happen is these two up here might start moving around. The ones at the top, the point at the top might start moving. Rather than them being touching like this, they might start to go whir, whir, whir. Don't worry about that. We haven't put any glue on that yet. So if you hold those, get some fingers, gently push them down. We're going to do a count to 10, about a count to 10. Are you ready? Gentle pushing. 1, 2, 3, 7, 4, 8, 9, 6, 5, 10. I didn't say it had to be in order. I just said we were going to do a 10 count, okay? Then let it go. Now, here's the test. Are you ready? Very gently, pincer fingers. If we go really slow, we should be able to pick this whole thing up. Now, if you're very gentle, beautiful. Now, get one of your clips, get one of your pegs, peg one end. Gently take your time. Yeah? Then we're going to peg the other end. Now, don't worry. Look what happened to mine. Have a look at mine. See, mine slipped. That is absolutely fine. Don't worry if they slip. Once you've got the pegs on, you can move them around a little bit. Line it all back up so we get back to that original shape. Just like that. And then what you can do is you can make sure that the tops of your sticks are nicely lined up. Take your time, everyone. Go slow. If you need to release the pegs a little bit, you can do that. But we should end up. Now, it doesn't matter if your pegs are horizontal like this or sticking up. You can see mine are sticking down. That doesn't matter. The angle of your pegs won't make any difference, so don't worry about that. You all got one of these? Nice. Good. Now, beautiful job. I mean, this is literally the hardest piece. Understanding how to build these is the hardest one. Now, just make sure, like I was saying, that the tippy tops here, the third point of our triangle, that they're touching each other but not overlapping. What do I mean by overlapping? This is what I mean. We don't want them to be one on top of the other. Okay, we don't want one on top. We want them touching each other on the sides like that. Okay, I'm going to try and get this up as close as I can. So we don't want one on top of the other. We're going to have them side by side like this. Beautiful. Nice work. Right, you ready? Next step. So we've done this piece. We've done the sandwich at the bottom. We've done this one up. We've done this one up. Now we're going to make another sandwich at the top. So we're going to take these ones, this two sides, and we're going to sandwich these between two more sticks, okay? So, easiest way to do this, team, take a stick. Beautiful. Hold it nice and flat. You can put it on your table. I hold things up just so you guys can see them on the camera, but you guys don't have to hold them. You guys can leave them on your tables. That's absolutely fine. Then, in the middle of the stick. Now, you don't have to go exactly in the middle, team. Okay, we're going to get a bit of glue, and we're going to go across the middle. Now, you can see with mine, I've gone from here to here. So I've gone too much. That's absolutely fine. We just don't want lots of glue. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it goes a bit wide. Okay, so you can go, I'm going to put mine down just to show you. I've gone from here to here with glue. So a big wide piece, because I want to make sure I get the middle, because our sticks aren't marked, so you can't, it's very tricky to go exactly where the middle is. Then we're going to get this stick with the glue pointing up. So the glue pointing up, and it's going to go underneath the 2 points of our triangle, okay? So we're going to try and get as close to the middle, as close to what you think the middle is as you can guess. Now you don't have to push this down. Just let it lie down on top. Okay. Now I'm going to lift mine up again just so you guys can see. We want it to be. We want the tips of our triangle are going to be nice and flat with the top stick that goes across. Okay. So try to get it. Don't worry too much if one stick is sticking up a little bit more than the other. That's absolutely fine. That happens sometimes. Don't worry about that. Right. Beautiful. Right, you ready? Back to your glue stick. Then we're going to get a little bit of glue. And this time we're going to put the glue on top of the 2 sticks of the triangle. Okay? So on top of the 2 triangle sticks, we're going to put some glue on top of that. Remember, don't go crazy with the glue. Hi Anton and Vitaly. I hope you guys are with us there somewhere. Can't see you, but I know you're in there somewhere. Hopefully you can hear me okay and see me at least. So we should have a little bit of glue on top of the 2 triangle pointy pieces. Good. Then we're going to get the next stick. So this will be stick number 6. And this one is going to go straight down on top of that one. So again, we're making the sandwich. So you'll need to move it around a little bit so it lines up. And we're going to put very gentle bit of pressure on it, okay? So a little push down to make the sandwich. Now we're going to get a finger and just place it on top of that. Just to help it soak into the sticks, okay? Because that's what happens with this glue, is it soaks into the wood and it creates a really strong bond, okay? So, do that. Put a gentle finger on it for a count to 10. 1, 2, 3. 10, 9, 8. 4, 7. 5, 6. There you go. There's a count to 10. Right, now let it go. Now, get another clothes peg. Bing, bing. Okay, now this one we're going to use to sandwich or to join that sandwich we've just connected. Holly, you're flying ahead. Beautiful. So, get your clothes peg, gently pick up your piece. All you have to do is pick it up a little bit, get it in there, close it. If your sticks start to move around a bit, don't worry. You can readjust. Yeah, this glue takes a good half hour to dry, so you don't need to worry. You have loads of time to readjust and do that. Right, so very gently hold these. So yours should look something like this. Your pegs might be in completely different places, and that's fine, but you should hopefully have one piece that looks a bit like this now. So everybody give me a thumbs up if you've got one of these. You don't need to pick it up. If you're worried about picking it up, don't worry about it. Just give me a thumbs up. You alright, buddy? Mia, you've got a visitor. You got a visitor looking over your shoulder. Right, good. So, this is the hardest piece we have to build. Okay, this is the hardest one, these pieces. For you guys, the problem is that we need to make... I'm going to switch back over to my other camera. Hold on a second. We need to make 1, 2, 3, 4 of these for each side of our truss. So each side of my bridge, this whole side is called a truss. Hold on, team. My battery's going low. Okay, this is called a truss. And we need to make 2 trusses. And the trusses are made up of 1, 2, 3, 4 of this one of these. So, throughout the rest of today, okay, because it's raining outside, you're on school holidays, I need you guys to make, each person needs to make 8 of these exact things. Okay, so we need 8. So I need you all to give me a big thumbs up that you know you need to make 8 of these, because we need to make them and they need to be dry so we can move on to the next piece tomorrow, okay? So 8 of these. I know that sounds easy, but it's not, okay? Because we have one other piece that we need to make as well. So 8 of these ones. So this is the one that has the triangle with the 2 sandwich sticks across the top. So we need 8 of these. I know somebody has just, Brady in there has just sent 8, not 4, Alan. Trust me, we need 8 of these. Okay? There's not 8 on each side. It looks like, I can see what you're doing. Let's go through this. Are you ready? So I've had a message in saying that there are 8 triangles on each side. There aren't of these ones, because what happens is when you join 2 of these together, they automatically create another triangle in there. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 full sets. It will end up looking like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in reality. So it looks like we ended up making more, but we don't. When we join those pieces together and make the final truss, we automatically create new triangles, okay? So write it down if you need to. 8 of these ones. Okay? Now, we're going to go back a little bit because we need to make something else. I also need you to make 4 of these ones. Okay? So they're basically exactly the same. We're gonna make one of these, so don't worry. We're gonna make one of these as well. So leave this one to one side, out of the way, let it dry. And we're going to go back and we're going to make another one of these. Now, they're basically the same, very similar. It's the sandwich on the bottom, and then the 2 come up, but we're not going to put a sandwich across the top. Okay? So we won't be making... Now, we use these ones. The reason we need 4 of these ones, I'm going to go back to my bridge, is these are the last pieces, okay? So they go at the end. If we put one of these ones at the end, we would have these pieces sticking out, and we don't want that. Okay? So we're going to be making 4 of these simple triangles, right? So we're going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to switch over my camera. So, you ready? Here we go again. Get a nice clean stick. Pop him down on the table. Okay, we're going to go through this. We're going to build it nice. We're going to build it without glue first. Then we'll add the glue in after. We're going to get one more stick. Pop it down right on the corner, just like before. Again, use your finger to hold the bottom stick in place if you want. Another stick goes down on the other corner. And just like before, we don't want them to overlap, okay? We don't want them to overlap, so they're going to be touching each other like this. So they're not on top, just touching each other. Okay? And then the last piece will be one that goes across the top just like that. Big thumbs up if you're with me. Nice job, team. Good. Right, are we ready? Let's take it apart. Good. So, get your glue stick. Little bit of glue. Pop it on one corner. Remember, don't go crazy with your glue. The smallest little bit of glue these sticks will stick with it. Trust me. I've been gluing a long time. Then get your next stick. Ready? It's going to go straight down. Don't worry about the angle. So don't worry which angle this is pointing at the moment. Just get your stick on top of the glue so it starts to set. You guys are doing a super job, by the way. Great concentration. I love it. I know this bit can be tricky. It's always the boring bit, this one, when you have to make all these little pieces yourself and somebody doesn't do it for you. But trust me, it's so going to be worth it. It's going to be super fun. Then, second stick goes in. Down on top. Again, if you need to use a finger just to hold the bottom stick down. And then we're just going to move the little sticks around so they're as even as they can be. Just like that. Thumbs up if you're good. Nice. Good job, team. Right, so back to your glue stick. A little bit of glue on the left-hand side. Little bit of glue on the right-hand side. Nice, thanks for the thumbs up, Brady. Then we get another stick, and this one is going to create the sandwich on the bottom half of our triangle, okay? So it's going to create the sandwich down here. Nice and gently, just like before. Don't go crazy pushing. Just try to get it nice and level, nice and straight. Gentle fingers. Nice, gentle push. Okay, we're going to hold that for about 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go traditional this time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Right, and if you got that one, get your 2 clips. And we're gonna put our clips on the sandwich. So get your again, you can pick it up there. Don't worry if things move around a little bit. Once you get your clothes pegs on, you can maneuver it and massage it around so it works. Now, next bit, all I want you to do is where your 2 sticks meet, just move them around a little bit so they touch each other. Just like this. Yeah, just so they, let me get something to point. Just so they're touching nice and flat. Remember, they're not overlapping. They're nice and flat. And then all we're going to do, really simply, this is all you need to do with this, put some glue across the top, just like that. I'm going to try and get this up really close. It might be out of focus a little bit. So a little bit of glue just across the top. Give it a little rub in. Now, nothing's going to go on top of that. So it's just some glue, but what will happen is it will soak down in between the joint and it will hold them. So that's all we need to do. So for those ones, for the 4 of these ones, that's all you need to do. You don't need to worry about putting any other glue or any stick on top. Okay, so to recap, we need, I'm going to move this one out of the way. We need 8 of these ones. Okay, you with me? I'm going to get my pen. I'm going to write an 8 here. 8 of those ones. And we're going to need 4 of those ones. Give me a big thumbs up if you've got it. Good, so this should keep you busy for the next couple of hours. Alrighty? And we need to have these all made so they're nice and dry for tomorrow, okay? So you guys are going to be busy. So when mums, dads come and say, what you doing? You go, oh, Alan is making me do all this work. Okay? I can't go out and do other things. I've got to go and do this bridge building thing. All right, so we need 8 of these ones and we need 4 of these ones. Anyone got any questions? Beautiful. And you're not allowed to cheat either, by the way, and use the one that I sent you. Okay? You have to make 8 of them. I can see you all thinking, I can see all of your brains ticking over going, ooh, we only need to make 7 because he sent us one. No, you need to make these ones, all right? So, shall we, just so we can fill up, and I'm confident that you guys know what you're doing, let's go through another one, yeah? So we're going to go through another one of these ones. Okay? Now remember, you build it at your speed. Okay? As long as they're ready for tomorrow, that's the only thing that matters, so you're in no panic. So let's go through one more. Just so we're all clear and we know what we're at, okay? So we need 6. So each one of these ones is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sticks, okay? So you can count out your sticks, find 6 nice ones that are nice and straight. That's another thing actually I should have said is that if you have a look at some of these, some of them sometimes, if I hold this one, have a look at that bad boy. It's like a branch of a tree. It's not really very straight. So sometimes it's good just to have a good look and pick ones that are, nice and straight and don't have any funny bends in them, because sometimes just the nature of wood is that they're a little bit bendy. So count out 6 sticks for yourself. And what you'll find is you'll get much quicker at this. So it's not going to take you, I know it's taken us an hour to build 2 of these, but you guys will knock them out pretty quickly once you start going. So, right, so 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Remember, we just put the 1 at the top when we're making this one, just to hold the sticks in place. So 1 at the bottom, 1 at the top. Get your glue sticks, finger down in the middle, dollop of glue on the left-hand side, dollop of glue on the right-hand side. Not too big of a dollop, team, not too big of a dollop. Yeah. Create your left-hand pyramid leg, or triangle leg, I should say. Create your right-hand triangle leg. Line them up, just like that. Give me one of those virtual thumbs up, Faye, if you're still with me. You're not Faye. What you like? None of you are called Faye. Thank you, Brady, but I was asking one from Faye just to make sure she's still there and still good. I know some of you guys have got some video issues, so hopefully you're watching me. Ah, there she is. Well done. Good. I'm glad you're there. Good. Right, we got that one down. Beautiful. Right, so we got the left leg, the right leg. They're pretty much lined up at the top. Then we're going to get another little dollop of glue. Pop it on the top there of that one. Left hand side, pop it on that one. The right hand side. Then we're going to get the sticks. Right, another one. And this one is going to go straight across the top, team. Very good. Get your fingers. Gently, remember, gently, gently, gently. Give it a little more of a gentle press than a big push down. Try to get it lined up. Make sure they're nice and straight. Then get your clothes pegs. Well, actually, we'll do a count to 10. It's amazing how important just the little count to 10 is when you're holding these down. It just helps the glue settle in amazingly. So fingers down. Remember, go very slow and very gentle, because if you go push down too hard, the glue wobbles and slides. Okay, so give it a little press down. Again, don't worry. See how mine moved up here? Don't worry about that. The corners are what we're worried about right now. Give it a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And make sure we use our clothes pegs, team, okay? Okay, we should be able to have a gentle, easy lift. Clothes peg on one side. Nice and gently. Hold that. Clothes peg on the other side. Now mine's gone a bit off center. Clothes peg on the other side. Beautiful. Then you can straighten the points out. Readjust anywhere that needs to be readjusted. Perfect. Good. Right. Remember, next step. Right, we're going to, the top stick, get a little bit of glue. Pop it across the top. In the middle, you can go nice and wide if you want. Don't worry if it goes, don't worry if you put too much glue on. Well, you don't want too much in terms of quantity, but it doesn't matter how wide you go on this stick. You know, go nice and wide so you definitely cover the middle. Then this one is going to go under. Gentle press down. Keeping it nicely in line. Keeping it nicely in line at the top. Well done, Miles. That's a good camera angle. It's nice to be able to see that so I can see what you're doing. Can't see you, but I can see what you're doing, which is useful. Then we're going to get another little bit of glue. Goes on top of those two sticks. And just rub it on. Then we get the final one. Stick 6. Goes straight across the top just like that. Pressing fingers, gentle. Okay, nice and steady. We're going to do another count to 10 on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you can probably gently let it go. Then get your sticks. And then another, just hold the sandwich in place. Nice and gentle if you need to at this stage. So my top stick has moved around a little bit. So I'm just going to, with the peg in place, I'm just going to maneuver it. Just make sure it's nice and straight. And there you go. Just like that. Good. Take your time now. I may have gone too quick. You don't have to keep up with the same speed that I am. So this is all about patience. Taking your time. Nice, that'll do, Miles. Yeah. And you'll find that if you don't have many clothes pegs, because some of you might not have loads and loads of clothes pegs, that you don't have to leave them on all the time. Once it's made and it has a couple of minutes to set, you can probably, so this is done, we made this like a minute ago. If I very gently take off the clothes pegs, you'll see that it's pretty much it will hold itself. What we got to do is just leave it down nice and gently somewhere out of the way and just leave it alone. Don't go up in 10 minutes and have a look at it and try and pull it and see if it's set. We're just going to give it some time, and you can just make your 8 of those and then your 4 of these ones. Yeah, so we're going to have 4 of these ones that are just triangles that meet at the top. and we're going to have 8 of our, these are called truss pieces. So these are the main pieces of our trusses. Okay? So we're going to have 8 of those. We're going to have 4 of those. And that's what we're going to need to build this bad boy. Okay? Okay, so don't be freaked out by this, by the size of this thing. I'm going to go over to this one, all right? It does look complicated. It does look like there's a lot going on, but I promise you, you guys have done the hardest bit. By just being able to make these truss elements, just the pieces, that is the hardest piece to do. Once you get that, the rest of it is super easy. Okay, because we're just building up the layer, and we're going to create one side of the truss, then we'll create the other side of the truss, and then we'll put all of the connecting pieces, all of these crisscross pieces, they'll all go on after. So, anybody got any questions? No? Everybody happy? Give me a big thumbs up. Good, so you know what you have to do. You've got your glue out now, you've got your sticks out, you've made 2 of these already, so you've only got 6 more to do, and you've made 1 of these ones, so you've only got 3 more to do. So, you guys crack on. By the time you finish, it will be lunchtime, okay? Then you can have some food and you can go outside and run around, and then tomorrow we'll move on to the next stage. Good. Well done, gang. Super good job. Super good patience. I will... Oh, sorry, Willow. Have you got a question? Hand up. Hold on, Willow. I'm going to have to unmute you if I can. Go, Willow. No. Hold on, sweetie. Hold on. Unmute your audio. I think you're muted from your side, Willow, so I can't hear you. Maybe you could type me your question if you've got a question. There you go. I still can't hear you, Willow. Maybe you'll have to type me your message, Willow. I can't hear you for some reason. Right, the rest of you guys, that's it for today. Well done. Super good job. Really good concentration. Really good patience. Get these things made. And we will... how many sticks on the bridge, Willow? Was that your question? Give me a thumbs up. So there, well, each one of you can work the math out if you want. Each one of the truss sections has got 6, and we've got 6. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 4 of these on each side, 4 on the other side. Plus we got a whole load of these. Then we've got the deck and the support pieces. So we will use, each one of you guys has been sent 200 sticks, and we will use every single one of them, I think. So we will probably use 200 sticks. Yeah, I know it's a lot, but believe it or not, when you use 200 sticks to make this, if you were to weigh your 200 sticks, they're going to be about 300 grams. But what this bridge will hold when it's built will be way more, maybe nearly, I don't know, 300 grams, probably maybe 30 times the amount that the actual sticks weigh. But that's a test that we're going to do. After we build these bridges, we're going to see if we can destroy them. We're going to see how much weight they can carry. I know, it's going to be great fun. Well, maybe I'll just do mine. So if you guys want to keep yours, you can keep yours, and maybe I'll just put mine. What we're going to do is we're going to put it on top of two pedestals on this side, and we're going to load it full of weights on the top, and we're going to keep going until the whole thing breaks and see what happens, just for a bit of fun more than anything else. So that's it, guys. Good job. Well done. Thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow morning, same time, okay? 10 o'clock. Make sure you have all of these pieces with you. So we'll have 8 of these, 4 of these. Have your sticks, your glue, and we will continue to need some more pegs, okay? We're going to need pegs the whole way through. Right, high fives. Boom. Virtual high fives. Love it. Take care of yourselves, guys. Stay safe. And I will see you all in the morning.